What's up YouTube? I'm back with another Athletic Reformer Pilates flow. Today's routine is intermediate level. We're gonna use two props. We have a Pilates ball as well as the Pilates ring. Grab your props. We're also gonna use a box at some point, so make sure that is close by. Get your reformer set to, let's set it heavy to start. We're gonna do one blue, one red, just so it stays in place. And we're gonna start with a nice warm up. One of the few controversial things about me as an instructor is I don't always start with footwork. And I think that's okay. That's the beauty of being a contemporary instructor, is I have that ability to choose what makes sense for the routine that I have planned. For today's routine, if you want to start with footwork to warm your body up, go for it if that's your preferred way to move. But for our warm up, for our designated warm up, we're going to start with some closed chain connection, lower body work. So similar to how footwork gives you some feedback, we're going to use the floor for feedback to warm up our lower body. So I want you to find your right toes curled onto your carriage. We're going to hold our ring at our chest. From here, we have our left foot forward. We have a firm grounding through our left foot. I want you to find almost like a Bulgarian split squat. So we're going to lower our seat down towards our heel. And we're going to push into that ring. And then I want you to stand yourself up. So beginning to bring that awareness to not only your upper body as you push into that ring, but your lower body as you're bringing yourself down towards that carriage. We'll do 5 more here, sitting it nice and low. 4, 3, we're going to hold it low. 2, and 1, let's hold it nice and low here. I want that ring to come above your head. Find little pulses with your legs. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Try to press into that ring. 3, 2, 1. Bring that ring to your chest. Now I want you to find a slight rotation of your spine. So still warming up that spine in all directions. I want you to twist, rotate. Same thing with your lower body. You're just adding in that rotation. And standing yourself up. So the carriage isn't moving. You're just using that back leg as almost a little kickstand here. We're twisting to our left side. 3, we're going to hold the ring at our chest. 2, and 1. Let's hold the ring at our chest. Hold it, come center. I want you to open your knees and close. Little hip openers. Trying to keep some pressure into that ring. Little hip openers out and in, out and in. 3, 2, and 1. And then let's switch sides. So I'm going to have you hop your right foot forward. We're going to find that same squat down. Hopefully you can see my feet a little bit better here so you can see what's going on with that lower body. I'm sitting myself back like I'm trying to sit my seat back towards that left heel. We're pressing into that ring as we bring it down, getting a little chest work. Finding your balance, really connecting with the full sole of your foot. Last 2. Last 1. I want you to hold it low. We raise that ring above our head, little pressure. We find a pulse of our legs. Last 5, get a little lower, really sitting back like you're sitting in a chair. 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Let's find that rotation. Now we go down. We're twisting to our right side. We twist. We come back to standing. Try to maintain that balance, really planting. I like to think of your foot like a tripod here. So we're twisting to our right side, and by tripod I mean your pinky toe, your big toe, and your heel are working together to help you with your ankle stability. We're going to hold center, find little hip openers, into, and 1. Let's hold center, find your hip openers, knees go out, and in, out, and in. Small movements. Trying to stay really low into that right side. Ooh, I'm feeling warm already, so that means the warm-up is working. Last 3, 2, and 1. So with that Pilates ball in hand, I want you to take that Pilates ball. You are going to take the Pilates ball, bring it to the base of your spine. From here, I want you to find a nice tuck of your pelvis to hold it in place. So it's nice and low. You find that tuck of your pelvis. Ring is going to start in your hands. I want you to snake your spine back towards that ball, flexing really hard into your core. Hands come above your head. And then roll yourself forward. Let's find 10 of these. Sink yourself back. Find that challenging point. Roll yourself forward. Make sure you're not arching in your low back over that ball. So we're flexing into it as we send our spine back. We're not creating any extension of our spine. Think about flexing back to that ball. Just pressing into it here. My toes are lifted to act as a little bit more of a challenge, but you can plant your feet down on the ground. And again, carriage isn't moving for this. 4 more. Last 3, 2, and 1. Sink it back. Now I want you to straighten your spine. Flex into that ball with a hinge. Your hands come up above your head. Little pulses back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Sit yourself up. Now I want you to find the ring to your inner thighs. So ring comes to your inner thighs. Use those little semicircles as your connection point to your inner thighs. Same thing. So option for your hands is your hands can go above your head, or you can cross them across your chest to modify here. So you want to find good placement of that ring. Again, I like to keep my heels lifted. Now let's see if you can get an even bigger range of motion as you send it back. Really sinking back, reaching your fingertips down behind. Not creating any arch in that low back. Really paying attention to how your lumbar spine feels here. Let's add on. Now, as we snake it back, I want you to exhale, squeeze really tight onto that ring. Bring your kneecaps together. Lower it back. Give me 8 of these. Reach. Exhaling as we lift. For 4. Control that low back over that ball. If you need to modify, a bigger ball is better here for these sort of ball crunches. They give you a little bit more support. 2. Really squeeze on that ring. 1, we're gonna hold it back. Find a straight spine, hinge yourself back, flex into that ball. Hold your hands above your head, just into that ring for 10, 9, ooh, I'm getting shady, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll yourself forward. We're gonna get our obliques involved. We're gonna find some nice rotation on the next one. So find a nice tuck of your pelvis. I want you to twist your right side, come back to center. Twist, and back to center. 2, and 1. Now I want you to squeeze into that ring as you come back to center. Twist, tight squeeze into that ring. Twist, see if you can get a little lower, trying to shoot that right shoulder down towards your shoulder rest. If you're facing this direction, of course. And maybe towards your foot bar if you're facing the other direction while you twist. We're gonna hold that twist in 3. We hold 2. Don't forget that squeeze. My ring is extra squishy. 1. Hold it here. Little pulse. Keep that rotation. Twist it. See if you can twist a little deeper. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Take a little breather in between. You can relax those heels down. And let's switch sides. We're now going to twist to our left side. Without the ring squeeze, just start finding that rotation. Just hands across your chest, above your head for a little bit more of a challenge. Now let's add on. Let's squeeze that ring as we come back center. Squeeze. Lower down. Trying to get now our left shoulder as low as we can. I regret using this squeaky ring. 2, and 1. Hold here. Little pulses. Hold that rotation. Really get that length to your right side oblique is what we're challenging while we twist to our left. Lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a breather. Hopefully your body's feeling nice and warm. Keep that ring close by. We're going to do a little bit more for our core before we move on to upper body. So have the ring next to your platform or somewhere where you can access it easily. We're going to come all the way down to our back here. So I want you all the way down onto your back. We're going to find some bridges here. Rolling your spine up and lowering it down, up and down, keeping our carriage nice and still. Now I have a medium and a heavy spring on. You can make this extra heavy, but we're going to begin to move the carriage coming up into getting our hamstrings involved, and 1. Lifting yourself up. Now if you have back issues, you may want to go for a heavier spring. Push that carriage up. As the carriage comes in, I want you to pass the ball behind your tailbone and your hamstrings. Pass. Keeping your hips nice and lifted, making sure you're not arching through that low back. Let's reverse the directions of those facets. Finding that hovered extension of your legs. 2, and 1. Bring it in. I want you to find your tailbone and the ball connected underneath. Heavy in your sacrum, you're going to balance on that ball. But you balance on that ball. Find a nice extension of both of your legs in the sky. Right leg goes down, and left leg goes down. You can move your foot bar if you want a bigger range of motion here. We've done a lot for our abs, so I'm not trying to do anything too crazy. Just waking up our lower abs a little bit more here with the elevation on that ball. 2 more. 1. Make sure that head rest is flat. I'm going to lift up off of that ball, flex down into the ball, lower my feet together. Little lift and lower. Only if you have a healthy upper neck here. And again, make sure your head rest is flat. Little reverse crunch for a low abs. Reaching it up, lowering it down with control. 5. We'll do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Take that ball out. We're going to place the ball in between our ankles now. Ball in between our ankles. I want you to find a reach of your toes to the sky. You're going to pull the ball down one side, pull it down the other side. Controlling with that inner thigh connection. Trying to roll the ball with control. Bending one knee, keeping the other straight. Give me 3. Little opening of our hips. 2, and 1. That was a tough one. Inner thighs are connected here. I want the ball back into your ankles. We're going to find a low hold with a slight turnout. External rotation through our toes. Low hold of your legs. Hands can come to your pegs if you need to. Try not to arch your low back. Squeeze into that ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Firing up through your abs. 3, 2, 1. Let's find an internal rotation or parallel. Same thing. Squeeze. Try to get those legs a little lower. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a breather. Let's put that ball up. Let's exchange it for the ring. We're going to take it to 1 medium spring here. So depending on the equipment that you're on balanced body, it's probably going to be blue. Find your 1 medium spring. We have our 1 medium spring on. We're going to keep our ring in hand. We're also going to grab our loop. I want you kneeling on your carriage. I want your right knee closest to your shoulder rest, so face whatever direction that is. You're going to grab onto either your small loop or big loop, depending on how you're feeling upper body wise today. I want you to find a full kneeling position from here. With your kneeling position, find some good tension into that strap. We're going to find a rotation. I want you to twist towards your foot bar, little stretch to your oblique, and bring it back. I want your elbows to stay wide here. Just finding that stretch, working that oblique. Now I want you to add on. As you twist towards your foot bar, I want you to press that ring towards your foot bar. Bring it back into your hip. Come back to center. Add in a little squeeze on that ring. So we twist towards our foot bar, twisting to our left side. We reach both of our hands out straight. We find that nice stretch through your oblique. You bend your elbows in. That ring comes towards your hips. Come back to center. Add in that little squeeze. Exhale, twist. Scooch for a little bit more tension here. You really want to feel the challenge through your right shoulder. And a little bit from your chest as you squeeze into that ring. Try not to ride the momentum of your spring here. Try to go nice and slow on the way in. Last one, I want you to hold it out. Hold that twist. Hands come in and out. Holding that rotation. In and out. You should really feel it build through that right shoulder. 3. Last 2. And 1. Great job. Bring it in. Give yourself a second to shake those shoulders out. We are going to now find a lift. With this lift, I want you to raise the ring above your head. You're going to find a big lateral bend to your spine. So you're going to try to create a curvature towards your foot bar. We're raising our hands up. Find that curve to the side. Then I want you to slowly bring that ring back above your head. So again, ring above your head. Bend yourself over. Bringing it back. Tipping yourself over. Bringing it back. 2. Try to muscle through this one. And 1. Take a second. Bring your hands down. We're going to quarter turn, so now we're facing the back of our reformer. Very carefully spinning around. We're going to focus a little bit more on our biceps here. So I want you to find some nice tension from your springs. And again, you can go small loop or big loop here. I'm going to move to my small loops since this carriage is a little bit shorter than traditional reformers. I want your arms out really long here. So long arms, we're going to find somewhat of a bicep curl. We're going to bend our elbows in, keeping our elbows really close by the frame of our face, and then let your hands go out straight. Try to lean yourself back without arching through your back to get some more tension from those straps. We have 4 more. Feel it through your biceps. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. I want you to hold that 90-degree bend. Hold of your elbows in tight. Raise it up and down like you're trying to put that ring on your head like a hat. Ooh, feeling it through those thighs and those shoulders. For 5. For 4. Last 3. Last 2. And 1, lower it down. Give yourself a second here. We're gonna come to seated. So you're gonna sit on your carriage. Your legs are gonna stack on top of your headrest. So left foot can go over your right. You're gonna find a nice distance, making sure you have some space behind you. I want you to lean yourself back from here with wide elbows. I want you to bend your elbows in, extend your arms out straight. If you need to, you can grab even higher onto those straps to get a little bit of tension through your upper body here. So we're holding that ring, we're pressing in, feeling it through our chest. I want you to really lean yourself back, pull that ring in towards your body, elbows really wide here. 3. Last 2. And 1. Now let's go straight up to the sky from here. Hands straight to the sky. And lower it down. Lift and lower. Try not to shrink into your traps. Give me 5 more. Leaning it back, so we're getting a little sneaky abs in here. 3. 2. And 1. Relax it down. Bring that ring down, and let's quarter turn. We're going to face the opposite direction, going back to the top. So we just got 1 loop in hand now. Now I want you to find that rotation. We're kneeling. So our left leg, left knee is closest to our shoulder rest. We find some good distance on that carriage. We're going to start with just our rotation. So we twist ourselves towards our foot bar. We're twisting to the right, and we're coming back to center. We twist. Think about spinning your ribs off your hips. Nice and slow, avoiding that momentum. We're going to add in that press coming up. Let's twist and press. We bring our hands out and back in. We twist and back in. Exhaling as we reach our arms long and strong. We're going to hold that rotation. Don't forget about that press in on the ring as you bring it in. We hold that rotation in at 2. And 1, let's twist, hold that rotation. Pressing into that ring, we reach our hands out and in. Out and in. Out, 5 more. Twist a little deeper. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Ooh, great work. Take a second, shake out those arms. Ooh, we're almost through with these arms. I know I'm feeling it. Hopefully you guys are too. You're going to take your hands above your head with that ring still in hand. We're going to find that really big lateral bend to the side. We find that side bend over, and we slow resist to bring it back. Side bending over, getting that little stretch, and bringing it back. Last 4 here. Exhale. Last 2. And 1. And lower it down. Let's move on to some lower body. So you're gonna keep your ring in hand. I want you to find a heavy spring. Find a nice heavy spring that you can move with a single leg lunge series, kind of like Eve's lunge. You are going to have your foot firmly planted down onto the ground. We're gonna start with your right foot on the ground. Your left foot is going to be against your shoulder rest with your knee lifted up. From here, I want you to start with a really deep bend to that right knee, and we're just gonna let the carriage come in and out with the strength of our left. So our left leg is pushing against that heavy spring, and our right leg is resisting it on the way in, holding isometrically. So I want you, if you can, you're gonna bring that ring above your head with a little pressure from either side. We're reaching that leg out long. 3 more. Last 2, find that full extension. We're gonna hold it out here. I want you to hold it out here with a long left leg. You're gonna plant that ring down to the frame of your reformer. Right fingertips come out. Now we're gonna keep our left leg long. We're gonna press down into the ring, press into that right leg. Lower and lift. Pressing into the ring as we go down. We have 6, 5, we're gonna hold it low. In 4, in 3, you got this. 2, keep that length to that left leg. 1, hold it low. Pulse into that ring, pulse into your right leg. You can use your right fingertips if you need to for a little balance. Ooh, my spring is heavy. I'm regretting this choice for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Take a second. Give that glute a little love if you need to. We're going to go really low on this next one. We're going to hold low again with our right side. As you extend through your left leg, I want you to find a rotation to your right side. So it will look something like this. You exhale, you twist. And you resist to bring it back in. Staying low the whole time. We have 5. Last 4. We have 3. Get a little lower for the last 2. And 1. Woo, bring it in. Hang it up. We'll get a little abs in between before we switch sides. So take a second here. I want you to find a press out from your hands. So a strong press out from your hands, and then I want you to send your knees back behind with a rounded shape. So you have a deep round to your spine here. So tucking your pelvis under, keeping your round. I want you to move through strength of your core as well as spinning through your hips to bring your knees under your hips and press it out. So maintaining that rounded shape, same pressing out from your foot bar, in and out. Flexing into your core as those hips come down, making sure you're not losing the rounded shape. Really tough, and reach. One of my favorites to really challenge you from the classical repertoire. Press it out. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Give yourself a second. We're going to come off of our knees on the next one. So I want you to keep your feet against your shoulder rest. If you need to for this one, you can make it a little bit heavier so you have some nice tension. We're going to do the same thing, but elevated off of our knees, and we are going to push that carriage in and out through the strength of our core. So let's find a lift of our knees. Let's press our legs out straight. Let's find some distance from our shoulders, keeping our back flat. I want your knees to come underneath your hips. I want you to exhale, press to find that length. So notice how my shoulders aren't on top of my wrists here. I'm really using all of that tension through my upper body, maintaining that distance, and using those heavy springs, or that heavy spring, to feel the challenge through your core. We have 6. That's 5. Keep your abs pulled in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bring it in. Lower yourself down. Whew. And take a second here. Roll out those wrists. Shake out those shoulders. Let's grab that ring again and let's hop to the left side of our reformer. So we made our way over. We're now on the left side of our reformer. I want your left foot down on the ground. Your right sole of your foot is against that shoulder rest. We're going to find that elevated knee. If you change your springs in between for that core segment, make sure you match whatever you did on the other side for your lower body. So some of you may have added on a light spring, so take that off. Make sure it matches your right side. You're going to find your left foot down to the ground. Your right sole of your foot is against your shoulder rest, ring in hand. From here, we reach it out. We find some length to that right leg. We find a really low hold of our left. That ring comes above our head. We're going to bring that right knee in. Exhale, press it up. So our knee isn't rested on the carriage. We have challenged through both legs. One leg's pushing against a heavy carriage, the other leg is isometrically holding. So in this case, it's our left leg. Last 3. You got this. We're gonna hold our leg all the way out. Last 2. And 1. Hold it out. Let's find the ring to the frame of our reformer. Our right hand comes to that ring. Our left fingertips are out. We find a lift. Now we're bending and extending through our left leg. We're keeping our right leg long and strong. Lowering it down, feeling that stretch through your glutes. Man, I am out of breath. You can tell it's been a while. I'm trying to get back into my tip-top Pilates shape. I took some time off for an injury. And boy, I'm feeling it. So excuse the panting, guys. I promise we'll get back to it soon, where I'm not panting in your ears as we go through this series. But just proof, we're all in this together. 2 more. Make sure you're not arching in that back. Last 1, hold low here. I want you to hold that tension. Little pulse. We press into that ring. We deepen with that left side. Pull that belly in. Use your abdominals, that forward hinge, that stretch to your left glute. We have 4, 3. You got this. Little lower. 2 and 1. Bring it in. Give yourself a second. We're going to find the rotation to finish here. So again, we pop that right knee off. We find the ring to our chest. We're going to twist to our left side. We find that extension of our right leg. We bring it in back to center. Strong exhale. Twist. Last 3. Breathe through it. Last 2. Really pressing into that ring. Woo, find your balance. Last 1. I was talking to myself on that. Breathe it in. Take a second. Give your glutes some love if you need to. Hit a little stretch, a little hip opener. We're gonna finish off these legs with some quad work up next. So we're gonna grab our boxes. So we got our short box onto our reformer. I want you to put on at least 3 springs, make it nice and heavy so your carriage stays in place. You're gonna hang on to your ring, which has been our bestie this whole routine, and it doesn't stop now. We're using it all the way through to the end. Your heels are up against the side of your box from here. I want you to find your balance, draw your abdominals in. You're gonna exhale, pressing through the balls of your feet. Remember, heels are lifted, because I want you to focus on your quads. We're gonna raise it up, find a standing position. Raising that ring to the side, give that ring a little extra squeeze at the top. Lower yourself down, not all the way to seated. Find your hover. We have 10 of these. We lift, and we lower. Gosh, my box is making a lot of noise. Everything's squeaky today. My ring's squeaky, my box is squeaky. That's probably because I haven't used my ring machine in a while. But like I said, we're getting back to it. Last 3. We're gonna hold it low. 2 and 1. Let's hold it low. Hold. Little pulse of our legs. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Little lower. 3, 2, 1. Hold low. Squeeze on that ring for 10, 9, 8, 7. You got this. Sit a little lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a seat. Take a little breather. Give your legs a break. When you're ready, we're gonna pop back up into our low hover. We're gonna find a rotation. I want you to make 5 twists to each side while holding low. Little extra push on that ring. So let's bring it up. We twist for 5. Rotate. 4. Sit a little lower. Quads are feeling it. 3. Find length to your spine. Abs on in. 2. Twist and twist. Last 1. Twist and twist. Woo, take a seat. Last little push of legs here. I promise. So last little bit. Give those quads some love. We're taking that ring. We're putting it back into our inner thighs, just like how we started. Now I want you to find a nice squeeze to your inner thighs as you stand yourself up. We got 10 of these. Let's find that length. Let's find that reach. Balancing on the balls of your feet. You reach it up. Squeezing into that ring at the top. You lower yourself down. That's 10. Finding that strength. Really bringing those knees together. It's called adduction. Squeezing it in to the midline of your body. Gotta get lower for these last 5. We have 4. Last 3. I am gonna make you hold it. I'm sorry. Last 2. 1. Hold low. Hold. Squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I'm shaking it quick. 2 and 1. Woo. Take a breather. Legs are done. Mine are definitely feeling it. Hopefully yours are too. We're gonna stay where we are. We're gonna finish with short box abs. From here, still using our ring. If you're taller than 5'7" or 5'8", on most machines, I'm going to recommend that you either have a taller box handy or that you bring your box over your shoulder rest. So we're going to find a good position for me and the length of my legs that is usually over my shoulder rest. And then I want you to find your safety strap. So we're going to start with just a single leg hooked under that safety strap. Let's find our left foot hooked under. Safety strap has the name safety strap for a reason. It is there to keep you safe. Make sure you got a little bit of distance behind you, but you have that aggressive pull onto that safety strap to really help keep you secure. You also need to make sure your toes stay flexed to the sky. From here, we're going to take our ring. We're going to hook our right leg into our ring, and we're going to have both of our hands on the base of that ring. From here, we're going to tip ourselves back using core control, going as low as you can, again, making sure you're in that safety strap really well. And then you tuck and roll yourself forward. The lighter you grab with that ring, the more you'll challenge your core. Tipping yourself back, back, back. Then I want you to find a curl. So try not to use the pull of the ring. Instead, use the engagement of your core. Give me 6 more here. Last 2. Really try to get low there. Tip your head back, find that roll. We're going to hold halfway. On the next one, find a balance of your tailbone. Hold halfway here. Hold. Round your spine forward. Bend your elbows in, pulling your nose in towards that right knee. I want you to bring the knee in, find an extension. Flexing into your core, keeping this rounded shape. For 4. For 3. You should feel a challenge in your abs by really trying to maintain that round. Last 2. Last 1. We hold on just with our left hand. We're going to bring our right hand. Tip yourself back. Bring your right hand to the floor. Exhale, reach for those toes. Give me 8 of these. Find that length. Exhale, reach. Last 4. We have 3. Last 2. And 1. Exhale, rock and roll yourself forward. Take a second, open up those hips, and we will switch sides. We're now going to hook our right foot under. We extend our left toes to the sky. Remember, the harder you pull on that ring, the more it will assist you. So find, if you need that modification, take it. If you don't, try to lighten up through your hands. From here, leg long, right toes flex up to the sky. We got a little bit of space behind our tailbone. We tip ourselves back. With control, keeping that left leg straight, we let our head fall back. We nod and we roll ourselves forward. Think about using your core here. Core is always working. This is one of my favorite ways to do Sherpas. I just love it. It's all about the core control. Give me 2 more. We're going to find that balance of our tailbone, rocking ourselves forward. And 1, let's rock ourselves forward. Find that aggressive round to your spine. Really tuck your chin in, rounded spine. Left knee comes in, extend that leg out. Flexing even harder as you extend. 4. Last 3, we're gonna hold it with just our right hand. 2, round a little deeper for me. And 1, hold here. We hold with just our right. We sweep our left hand down. Finding that nice rotation, we reach for our toes. Lower it down. Really letting your chest lower as you twist. This is our last push of today's routine. Give it all you got. Last 4. We have 3. We have 2. And 1. Bring yourself forward. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for joining me for today's workout. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you plan to teach it, I would definitely say it's something that's probably more intermediate to advanced, but it's great for core control, for inner thighs, for rotational work of your spine, all the great things. I'm so excited to be back in the reformer, to be back on this channel, to give you guys more regular workouts, both on the mat and on the reformer. So drop any requests you have in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.